Hello, my name is Lucas Hagland, and this is my science fair project. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide, which are produced primarily by factories and automobiles, combine with clouds to create acid rain, which can harm plant life. This brings me to my experiment, how to best fortify gardens against acid rain. The first important point of research is that acid rain's pH of 4 can dissolve nutrients necessary for plants, and it can also leach aluminum, which is toxic to plants. Some of the countermeasures I found are dolomite lime, which raises the pH and provides some nutrients, bone meal, which raises the pH over time and contains a large amount of calcium and other nutrients, and baking soda, which just raises the pH. My experiment will be broken down into 6 main categories: purpose, hypothesis, materials, procedure, variables, and the results. The purpose of my experiment is to determine the best way to protect plants from acid rain. My hypothesis is that I believe that if you buffer the soil with dolomite lime, then the plants will be the healthiest, because dolomite lime is effective at raising the pH of the soil. In order to conduct this experiment, I needed 5 basil plants, 2 tablespoons of bone meal, dolomite lime, and baking soda, and I also needed 4 teaspoons of lemon juice. I started by mixing the bone meal into one pot, the dolomite lime into another, and the baking soda into the third, and then labeled them. I labeled one of the remaining plants water and the other one acid. I mixed the lemon juice with 8 cups of water to create a solution with a pH of 4. Then, once per day for 9 days, I watered the one labeled water with water and the rest with the acidic solution and recorded the results. The independent variable is what was added to the soil, and the dependent variable is the plant's health. Some of the control variables are the type of plant, the amount of light, and how long I run the experiment for. The control groups are the plant that received no buffer or acidic solution and the plant that had no treatment but had the acidic solution. I used the first one to see how much plants normally grow and the second one to see how much the buffers helped. The first result was the baking soda plant, which had died of sodium poisoning. The acid plant's growth was negative 2.5 centimeters. The water plant's growth was 2.2 centimeters, and it remained healthy throughout the experiment. The bone meal grew by 0.9 centimeters and was healthy. The dolomite lime plant was much healthier at the end and grew 1.4 centimeters. The reason why the bone meal plant and the dolomite lime plant didn't grow as much as the water plant was because they were fully grown when the experiment began. The reason for the lime plant's success was the dolomite lime neutralizing the acid. The bone meal plant didn't do as well as the lime because it wasn't as effective at neutralizing the acid. The water plant grew the most because it wasn't fully grown when I began. The acid plant wilted because the acid rain leaches aluminum, which harms the plant. And the reason for the baking soda's death is sodium poisoning, as I said, as plants cannot handle the large amounts of sodium. In conclusion, the best way to protect your plants is by using dolomite lime. A couple ways I could have improved my experiment would have been to run it for longer, which would have shown more results, and I could have also measured the pH of my buffers, as that would help me determine how the buffers helped. I feel like I still got conclusive results, and I hope that these results can help people protect their gardens against acid rain. I would like to acknowledge my parents for funding my project, as well as my science teacher Pam for introducing me to Science Fair. Thank you.